What was the event that I saw you guys at?
A Spoonful of Sherman.
That's right, thank you.
And it was at the Golden State Pops.
Wonderful night that was. A wonderful experience, yes.
Well, you actually got up on stage.
Oh, yeah. That was a very little bit was my part, but basically it was magnificent orchestra. Great singers like Juliana doing Sherman Brothers songs, which of course made me very happy. And I must say, it was the second time they did this entire concert of our songs, and it was just a fabulous experience both times. Really great.
It was wonderful because we were in the audience, and when you got up, you know, they said, "Here's Richard Sherman," and you got up and you came up, and people were like, "He's going on stage. What is he going to do? Is he going to? He's sitting at the piano." Oh, and then you did "It's a Small World" the way it was originally done.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that was, I loved it. I like the difference.
Well, you know, people know it as a happy little jingle, which
Right.
is supposed to be. Walt wanted it that way, but when you write something, you don't write it that fast. You know, you do it gently and sort of like a prayer for peace, which it really is. And that was, I just decided to play it that way, and then everybody sang it up tempo again.
Well, it was a nice mix because people could see where it originated from and how it grew into the faster-paced song.
Oh, sure.
That everyone knows.
Well, that was Walt Disney, actually. He wanted to have a bright, happy song for the ride, you know.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, Richard, you've written a lot of different songs. You've written screenplays. What's the most challenging for you to write?
Well, I think it's the most fun to write. I think challenging is...
Okay, the most fun. We'll take the most fun.
I think every single blank piece of paper is the biggest challenge in the world, getting the next thing down.
So you still write by hand?
Oh, yeah. I don't do computer. I'm an old-fashioned guy. But I think one of the most rewarding experiences I ever had was writing the songs with my brother Robert, writing the songs for Mary Poppins. That was very, very important for us because it was the first major film that we ever written the entire score for, and it was sort of set the pattern for our career after that. So it's a very big thrill to know that the score is still going strong, and they're producing it very excitingly with new people.
You did a perfect lead in there. So, Juliana, you are in tech rehearsals right now.
I am. We open tomorrow night at Cabrillo Music Theater, which is in Thousand Oaks at the beautiful Fred Kavli Center for Performing Arts. It's gorgeous. It's about 1,800 seats.
Oh, wow, that's a nice amount of seats.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful show. We're flying, and there's tap dancing on the ceiling that Bert does, and just everything that you know and love from the film, plus new songs and more scenes and things from the book that maybe weren't included in the film. It's a very cool script and a very neat production.
Incidentally, the script was written by Julian Fellows, who's world famous now for Downton Abbey.
Exactly.
And Juliana plays Mary Poppins. She didn't say that.
She did. I know. I was going to say it as if you did.
Juliana is one of my favorite voices. She is singers and a beautiful person, but a great talent. And she was just wonderful. She won that award that I call it an award. She won the part over many people.
I do feel like everyone in Los Angeles auditioned for this role. I went to the callback. There were about 30 Marys called back, and I was just so overwhelmed by that.
So any very famous people that we would know who were called back for it that you beat out?
Famous is questionable. Theater in LA sadly isn't widespread enough to really say anybody is particularly famous, but a lot of great talent, a lot of local
theater talent.
Phenomenal theater talent.
What's been the most rewarding in doing Mary Poppins?
Well, I mean, for me, the biggest treat is the fact that I get to know that Richard's in the audience tomorrow night. Like, knowing that he's going to see me in that role is very special. Because we do feed the birds together a lot for different performances and benefits around town.